इलाहाबाद हाईकोर्ट भवन के 100 साल पूरे होने पर आयोजित समारोह में क्या कहा सुप्रीम कोर्ट के न्यायमूर्ति माननीय रंजन गोगोई ने, सुने।
Of the High Court, thank you for inviting me. I have never got a chance. Nobody invited me. There are two reasons why. One is to be a part of a moment of history. There is another reason I'll tell you a little later. History is Allahabad High Court. Enough has been said by all who have spoken earlier. There are three things I would like to mention. Allahabad High Court is the first High Court that admitted a lady advocate on its rules. Allahabad High Court had an Advocate General. All Advocate Generals have been very illustrious. But I mentioned the name of Kanhaiyalal Mishra. The Chief Justice of the American Supreme Court complimented this great person, not for anything else, but for his English. And then we have Pyarelal Banerjee, a lawyer who refused to go to the house of his client. The client happened to be Pandit Govind Ballabh Pant. What more of history do you want? This is a great High Court. I always wanted to come here. I have seen some of it myself. I have heard a lot and read a lot. You had a wonderful publication in your 150 years, sometime published in March, April. I wish you would circulate that a little more, maybe to public libraries, so that people of the country come to know of this great institution. But I ask myself a question, and this is the second reason why I come to Allahabad. Will you bask in history? The 9 lakhs is triple the figure of the next most heavy workloaded High Court, which is Madras High Court. Madras High Court has got 3 lakhs. You have 9 lakhs. There is a connected aspect. In January of this year, 9,18,000 cases were brought over from the last year. Although several thousand cases were filed and disposed of, by October 2016, the figure of pending cases in October, end of October, remains 9,24,000. The annual filing in this High Court is about 3 lakhs. The rough equivalence of cases instituted and disposed of in a year indicates that the judges of this court are working at their optimal best in an attempt to reduce the caseload. While inhuman case law affects each tier of the Indian judiciary, why is this particular High Court grappling with such a heavy docket? What unique features have contributed to the present state of affairs? These are questions that I ask myself. It would be worthwhile to ponder a little on these. Research shows that the average lifespan of a case is the longest in this High Court. It is a sobering reminder to all of us that the need to strive harder and put in our finest into tackling the challenges confronting the judiciary. While many may criticize the Indian judiciary for its ills, among which caseload and delay in disposal are central concerns, today the need is to talk in terms of solutions. What is the solution? An easy pointer is vacancies on the bench and the poor quality of court infrastructure. Take your own High Court. With the recent appointment of 11 judges, you are barely halfway mark. Considering the pendency, the sanctioned strength of a High Court ought to be its minimum mandatory size, the absolute minimum required to dispense justice in its jurisdiction. Addressing these issues would require a certain amount of cooperation. Why certain amount? A great amount. There should be no conflict here, for the eventual goal is the same: an independent and enlightened judiciary committed to the Constitution and nothing but the Constitution of the country. However, it would be very naive to believe that we can successfully combat the judiciary's challenges simply by increasing the number of judges and courts in the country. It is crucial to understand that the problems afflicting the judiciary have not been created by any particular judge or in any particular era. Rather, the present state of affairs is the cumulative effect of several factors. While we may easily see some of the contributing factors, such as repeated adjournments that prolong the life of the case, other factors may be discrete.
Justice Ranjan Gogoi.